Today you're joining us at our new European hub, ScanStone France.
So how long did it take to set up?
Well, to be honest, it's been short and sharp, the setup of ScanStone France. We've had a lot to do in a short space of time. Little things, getting the forklift here, getting the vehicle insurances, getting the premises insured, payroll contracts, lots of things that do get done in the UK as well, but certainly the French seem to be a lot more stringent on it. So that's been taking a bit of time, and of course moving the stock in has been, I don't know, I think we've been about 8 weeks at that as well. So all told, to get to where we are now, with all the signs up, everything here, I would say we're about 12 weeks.
And what's exactly happening here at ScanStone France?
Well, ScanStone France is a transhipment hub. All the parts and all the parcels that come from the UK all have colour coding on them, so when they arrive here we know exactly where they're going to be onward shipped to, whether it's Denmark, Sweden, Estonia, Czech Republic, or they're going to remain in France. All these documents are with the goods. And this is again to maintain a seamless relationship with the European customers.
And who all works here, and is there a desire for more people to work here in the future?
Well, yes, we have one full-time person at the moment, plus always one or two supporting from the UK. There's a definite desire to have some more people. We need another person in the warehouse at least, and we're really wanting to be able to do our own service and development. All the products in Europe are always slightly different to the ones in the UK, so what we want to have is a situation where we can develop the products here from a design point of view, harvest all the information, and then put it back to the factory, and then we can get I wouldn't say a bespoke product, but a product suited for Northern Europe, both for cultivation, planting and harvesting techniques, because it is quite varied from Europe to the UK, given the destoning and things like this.
And what does this space mean for existing ScanStone dealers in France?
So, as far as the French dealers are concerned, and of that there's roughly 20 dealer depots, really situation no change. They're still going to be getting all their terms that they get from the factory back home, but they're going to be dealing with a French company. Also, to be honest, their life's going to be a bit easier because we're going to stock quite a lot of stuff in the country as well. So for their daily orders and their stock orders, they're hopefully going to see that stuff a lot quicker. There'll not be any currency variation for these guys, and also no import duties, import VAT, anything like that. So again, for the French it'll be really seamless.
What sort of level of stock are you keeping here?
Well, it's hard to put a value on the stock that we have because a lot of it's moving very quickly, but there's definitely enough to keep all our European customers going through the season of 2021, bearing in mind a lot of the dealers have already done their stock orders, so we're really carrying daily orders, stuff broken down, anything like that for 2021, and then after the season we'll review it again, put in what harvesting stock we need, and then for 2022 we'll have a fully fledged setup of stock to deal with all the stock orders as well.
So how long has ScanStone France been operational?
Well, to be honest, we've started trading as of January 2021, but the business itself has been open a couple of years prior to this because we had to set it up for homologation purposes. So roughly a couple of years, but really only properly trading for a few months now.
So what sort of problems have you had to overcome to get stock here due to Brexit?
Understanding the import duties and stuff like that took a little bit of a while in the beginning, but now it's very seamless. We've just cleared goods yesterday, 40 minutes at the clearing centre, so really it's not too bad. I think everybody's learning. The UK companies are learning, the European countries are learning, and most importantly the transport companies are learning. Now I must say, we were getting quoted some quite long lead times on transport stuff, so we've done our own shuttle service now from the UK into France. Okay, mostly it's our own goods. We have been doing some bits for other people, but it's mainly our own goods. Problems with the Brexit, Yeah, it's not been too bad, to be honest. We've taken some supply into the UK and out of the UK with our own shipping, and it's not too bad. Yeah.
And why did you choose France as the European headquarters?
Well, France is a fairly long-established market for our product, the ScanStone, especially the destoners. We have quite a good market share in Brittany and across the rest of northern France. We chose France. Alison, who looks after the export sales, she speaks French fluently, so that's helpful. It's not too far from the UK, especially Sheppey here. We're in Picardie, and it's not far from the A16, so road network's pretty good. We can get across to Brittany in probably 4.5 hours. You can get to Belgium, Holland, Germany in maybe 6 hours, and then you can actually get to Denmark and Sweden in a day if you pushed it. So that's probably one of the main reasons is geography, and yeah, we like France. It's pretty nice. So yeah. On the coronavirus question, yes, it's definitely been an issue. The pandemic's been horrific for many families, many businesses. We know that. If there's any consolation for the farming industry and the food production, is that we've managed to continue in relative normality. I know that sounds a bit strange for a lot of people, but if you're supporting the food industry, you have been able to stay open, thankfully, and keep doing what we're doing. Travel restrictions has been the biggest thing, especially going from the UK to Europe. Even though we've travelled a bit over, and mostly that's been for transporting goods, etc., doesn't mitigate the fears that people have got within our organisation and further afield. People are really uneasy about travelling, and I can understand why. So yeah, it's been quite difficult getting our own guys to come over and things like this.
So are you planning to have a bit of a training hub here also for your European people, so to avoid having to travel from the UK?
Well, exactly, and that's another reason for the base. The facilities in here are excellent. We can, and like I was saying before about the geography and the travel, so getting the Europeans in here, and I say Europeans, all the people from the different countries for training is going to be a real important thing to do, and that's going to mean that we don't need to travel so much from the UK over here, although we'll always send some technical experts, I'm sure. So,
is there a large market for ScanStone in this area?
Well, where we are at the moment is Picardie, northern France. There's a decent market, I would say, but definitely not everybody destones here, and the planting and harvesting techniques here are slightly different. So back to what I was saying about development over here, and hopefully bringing somebody on in the development role in France, I'd like to think that we can get a product for the ScanStone. I'd like to think we can get the ScanStone product line developed so that we do have everything that the customers need here, and that ScanStone are the first choice for planting and harvesting in this area. And don't forget, this northern France area spreads to Holland, Belgium. It is quite similar techniques across until you get to sort of northern Germany, Denmark, where they're destoning again.
Will service work be conducted from here as well?
Ultimately, yes. At the moment, we are actually looking for somebody to do some of the local service and some of the jobs that have come in. What we want to really achieve is technical European service. Now, by that I mean I don't just mean basic in-field service. I'm talking more electrics, hydraulics, having somebody based in Europe here, and if they need to deploy to any other part of Northern Europe, then they can do, with the expertise and the backup from the factory. So yes, we're going to conduct local service, but we're really looking for a service hub to do further afield service as well.